Greetings, beloved Aries. On this day, I am poised and equipped to deliver this reading, complete with guidance, disclosures, and tarot prophecies crafted for you. I trust you are feeling wonderful. A heartfelt thank you for your presence, for your appreciative likes and your kind comments, and naturally, thank you for choosing to subscribe. It genuinely brings me joy that you are here. Therefore, I encourage you to remain until the conclusion. Your presence here may not be a simple coincidence. Possibly, there is a communication you are meant to receive at this very instant. Never forget that you are the architect of your own fate and you possess the liberty to determine your own choices. Bear in mind that these communications are of a general nature. Should they not strike a chord with you, feel free to release them. Now, let us explore the energies manifesting across various spheres of your existence, including romance, finances, wellness, and kin. To begin, here is your insight for Thursday, November 27, 2025. The disputes and theatrics have concluded. You have unlocked the gateway to a fresh phase where a positive outlook will execute what is required to deliver the victory you have rightfully earned. On this day, you discover yourself confronting a potent commencement in your sentimental world. An entrance to affection has started to swing open. Even though you have bided your time with patience, the hour has arrived to take initiative. This is an instant where your inner voice informs you that conditions have synchronized to permit substantial advancement in your personal connections. You have endured phases of uncertainty and bewilderment, yet the cosmos is transmitting unambiguous signs that you are prepared to ascend to a superior tier of emotional bonding. This week is distinguished by its emphasis on love, and you will observe how amorous partnerships claim a central role in your life. If you have been anticipating the perfect occasion to unveil your heart, that occasion is now here. Should you be involved in a significant partnership, you will detect a notable transformation. The cards reveal revitalized vigor and a more profound dedication from your significant other. This could signify the dawn of a new phase overflowing with ardor and equilibrium. If you sensed the bond was losing its vitality, get ready for an unexpected development. The flame will be reignited, and you will find yourself more enamored than ever before. The Ace of Wands, an emblem of new origins, implies that what appeared vanished is now vibrant once more, conquering all barriers that once seemed overwhelming. For those who are single, a romantic unforeseen event is approaching. You have been yearning for something beyond a shallow link, and now the universe is compensating you. An individual who has been concealing their affection for you will ultimately make an advance. This novel connection will not only saturate any emotional emptiness you have experienced, but it will also introduce the tranquility and concord you have been seeking. Love will circulate without effort, and you will feel profoundly cherished and comprehended. Today, you can anticipate an unforeseen shift in your monetary affairs. If you have been awaiting a pivotal moment or a chance, this is the period when gateways start to unbar. Destiny is aligned with you, bestowing steadiness and a novel outlook on what lies ahead. This serves as a prompt that existence is cyclical, and when you least anticipate it, everything can enhance remarkably. The cards signify you are gearing up for a transition. You have been contemplating departing from an occupation that no longer provides satisfaction. And throughout this week, a prospect will emerge enabling you to make that ultimate choice. New alliances and cooperative endeavors are coming your way, assisting you in distancing yourself from a tense scenario. This inaugural step in your professional life might also introduce a significant bond with a person who will assume a crucial part in your achievements. Finally, the cosmic counsel for you is evident. Continue striving on your personal growth. You have exerted a tremendous endeavor up to this point and the fruits are within view. However, do not halt at this stage. Proceed with bravery and hopefulness, confident that everything you have labored for will materialize in your life, in both affection and your vocation. Today is the day the portals of love and abundance swing wide for you. Here are your numbers of fortune and hue for this day. But first, kindly leave a like. Your backing motivates me to persist in composing these writings, aspiring to assist you in your everyday journey. Your fortunate numerals for today are 7 and 13. Endeavor to incorporate them in all your activities. You can leverage them as they are exclusively with you for this day. Should you get the possibility to employ these numbers in any lottery, do not let it pass. Your auspicious color for today is green. Consider adorning something green or even a minor accessory, as this will attract favorable luck to your day and enhance your appearance wonderfully. If you must select between something green or an alternative hue during the day, be certain to opt for your lucky color. Your existence is commencing to take unanticipated twists, or more accurately, turns you foresaw but not quite this imminently. You are stepping into an era where you will make the resolute choice to revolutionize numerous facets of your life. To maneuver through such a vortex, it would be prudent to initiate some form of shift or groundwork for what is approaching. If you possess any pastimes connected to contemplation, serenity, or any form of spiritual exercise that grants you peace, now is the moment to amplify them. Your emotional partnerships, which we will examine in greater depth later, could be disturbed by this tumultuous cycle of peaks and valleys. The celestial bodies are arranged in a manner that they are compelling you to arrange your priorities correctly. Your romantic existence holds great significance for you, and you must attain lucidity. There are uncertainties, some skepticism, and a sensation that it is essential to agitate your emotional realm and revitalize it. Please remember, however, that this does not occur for every individual under your sign. It is merely an inclination. So, if you feel content with your companion, then proceed confidently. By now, you are thoroughly conscious that strategizing for the long term and depending on your present boss to rescue you are no longer sustainable approaches for fiscal matters. It is preferable to carve your own way and cease believing that the sole method to earn a livelihood is by vending your abilities to others. Strive to accomplish what you feel you merit through your own endeavors. The cosmos appears to be unveiling possibilities that once seemed sealed. Where there were once solid bases, there are none remaining. Abruptly, you are confronted with brilliantly illuminated green signals, practically pleading for you to cross them. With the recent eclipse agitating your celestial sphere and Venus moving through a favorable segment of your natal chart, the force enveloping you is not merely backing you, but transmuting you. In trances you believed were permanently locked are unbarring in astonishing, nearly mystical fashions. And the trial now is not whether you will receive your affirmation, but whether you will permit yourself to have faith in it. The Two of Cups prompts you that openness is essential, even if you have been guarded. Permit the fortifications around your heart to relax. Recovery commences with trust. Subsequent to the tenderness of union arrives the Tower, announcing radical transformations. A person near to you has undergone a collapse in their life. Perhaps because they opposed reality for an extended period. For Aries, the Tower is not an entity to dread. It is an alert. You excel on tests, and this force dismantles antiquated frameworks that no longer uphold your fate. Anticipate disclosures, even startling ones, that will ultimately liberate you from inertia. The Strength card highlights endurance and internal command. Aries, you are recognized for your ardent zeal, but today you are urged to merge your fearlessness with empathy. You might face jealousy or opposition from others in your professional or private life. Rather than answering with hostility, confront these trials with forbearance and honor. Strength guarantees you that your serene self-assurance is more potent than any antagonism. It concerns governing not with might but with elegance. A novel origin appears with the Fool, symbolizing audacious jumps into the unfamiliar. Aries, this card mirrors your trailblazing essence. You could be on the verge of undertaking a new enterprise, a relocation, or a thrilling yet unpredictable romance. Rely on your gut feelings, for the Fool assures you that the universe is conspiring to direct you. Your test is to welcome impulsiveness without apprehension. Do not allow hesitations, previous pains, or the viewpoints of others to dull your daring spirit. With the Page of Swords, inquisitiveness and scrutiny surround you. Someone is observing you intently, compiling data and biding their time for the ideal moment to proceed. This might be an admirer reluctant to expose their emotions or even competitors in the workplace. For Aries, this card is a reminder to stay vigilant, distinguishing who genuinely champions you and who does not. Concurrently, direct this force into your own education and dialogue. Polish your thoughts, articulate precisely, and pursue wisdom. The Wheel of Fortune rotates to your benefit. This card represents the revolution of karmic cycles, delivering long-awaited favors. Monetary shocks or chances for growth could emerge suddenly. In love, the wheel indicates destiny in action. You may discover yourself pulled toward a bond that seems fated, almost supernatural. Aries, today the wheel invites you to surrender command and have faith in celestial timing. What once felt obstructed now starts to move. Equilibrium arrives with temperance, reminding you to blend contradictions within yourself and your relationships. The individual entering or reappearing in your life may appear vastly different, but harmony is achievable when both forces combine with mutual regard. Aries, although you desire rapid outcomes, this card advocates for patience. Temperance also steers you to re-establish balance in your personal world. Allocate time for self-nurturing, inventive pursuits, and internal calm. When you synchronize your flame with moderation, your influence is intensified. The star reminds you that recovery is in progress, both within your heart and on your journey ahead. Today is about optimism. Trust that you are being led precisely to where you must be for your well-being. Disconnecting should be your primary selection at this time. It is not about discarding all your gadgets from a bridge, erasing your social media profiles, or dispatching notes to your acquaintances stating you will be unreachable. Fundamentally, it is about regulating your perpetual link. You can commence by slumbering without your phone on your bedside table and ceasing to review emails during late hours. Establish timetables for your duties, become more structured, and most importantly, be strict with yourself. Your physique is requesting increased bodily exertion, and it is beneficial to answer that request. Strain tightens muscles, particularly when we operate with a computer or tablet and pass extensive periods before the monitor. Suddenly you recognize you have not shifted for 3 hours and the initial motion is agony. Therefore, set alerts. You can utilize the Pomodoro technique, which is that chronometer that notifies you when a pause is necessary. Not a respite from sitting, but a break to rise and move about. It is not a poor notion. Concerning your career, there is favorable information and less favorable information. The positive update is that you are in the ideal mental state to commence new chapters, and you are keen to do so. The less positive update is that the shift will not be as effortless as you presume. It may require more time than you envision, yet simultaneously, it will occur more rapidly than you anticipate. And you could be astonished by the speed with which everything transpires. That is exactly what energizes your motivation. But possibly, or to express it more transparently, since I appear to have uttered something paradoxical here, your eagerness will be very prompt, yet the administrative tasks, the documentation, or other concerns might be somewhat more gradual. The moment has arrived to investigate your history, your most profound aspirations, your interests, and the pursuits you adore. It is within these domains that you will discover a genuine reservoir of concepts, of incomplete endeavors you may have neglected in your youth or early maturity when you envisioned launching a venture or initiating a scheme. Therefore, all those uncompleted undertakings that are now prepared for debut, press your memory, glance backward to history with a constructive perspective and begin investigating what you abandoned or what someone dissuaded you from chasing. Because frequently our surroundings, even with ostensibly good motives, have progressively diminished our aspiration to act pragmatically. Correct? Those individuals who inform you, and no, I am merely stating this for your benefit. Yes, but it is truly disheartening you. So, re-examine those schemes or notions that you may have deserted due to guidance from others because a gold mine exists there. If you are seeking employment, you are at a juncture in your life where you are likely placing matters into context. What does this imply? Well, perhaps some time ago you did value prestige or a specific tier, but now you appreciate experience far more, aside from income, naturally, because you must nourish yourself daily. But in your situation, it is as if you are starting to contextualize matters. It is as if you perceive occupations as a platform to attain another level. So, you may not object to accepting a position that is somewhat more distant and slightly less prestigious provided it grants you, well, perhaps free evenings that you can employ to learn something that will enable you to secure a superior job. Or maybe conversely, it permits you to labor during varied hours or on different days. So, you will be exceedingly open-minded about locating a job that is not your everlasting post, but that does provide you with mental peace and adaptability in your routine or simply liberty. Regarding your finances, today's force indicates a potent alteration in your monetary viewpoint. Aries, the Wheel of Fortune emphasizes karmic rewards arriving unexpectedly. An abrupt opening, possibly via your career, a secondary endeavor, or even a twist of fate, possesses the capacity to transform your outlook. Do not disregard minor chances, as they might expand into something considerably larger than you predicted. Patience is also underscored. The universe reminds you that duration affects fortune. You may have encountered fiscal hindrances previously, but now those impediments are starting to dissolve. Instead of striving too intensely, trust the innate pattern of occurrences. When affluence appears, it will arrive in surges, and it will be crucial to navigate it with poise. Fortune is on your side when you behave with courage, but also with sagacity. Your fiery sign disposition often propels you to act before considering, but today's tactic will increase your returns. Ponder where to commit your time, vitality, or funds. A measured gamble might yield benefits, but only if you heed your intuition and strategize meticulously. Spiritually, your prosperity is not confined to tangible riches. Abundance can also stream through acknowledgement, new connections, and leadership prospects. When others witness resolve and innate confidence, gateways unbar. Stay receptive to partnerships or undertakings that provide lasting security rather than merely immediate satisfaction. Heed the signals in your daily routine. A discussion, a minor present, or even a slight intuitive push could disclose where your monetary blessings will appear. The wheel of fortune is seldom about rationality, but more about fate. Remain watchful, because you might find yourself in the perfect location at the perfect instant. Ultimately, Aries invites you today to widen your perspective on luck. Destiny is not merely accident, it is harmony. When your deeds resonate with your internal truth, plenty cannot be refused. You trust that what has been withheld from you in the past is now journeying toward you in divine timing. Concerning love, an ambiance exists where you sense that fate is orchestrating something. As much as you might prefer to stay composed and evade any chaos, a formidable element within you, originating from the cleansing determination of the stars, informs you that this is a critical moment. A partnership that appears perpetually reliant on the situations enveloping you is one that requires reassessment. Numerous individuals might be in these types of relationships that lack genuine dedication. But many people are contributing their views. Your companions claim it is beneficial. Your kin claim it is beneficial. Your kin claim it is detrimental. So, ultimately, it is not an authentic bond. Do you ignore other people's opinions and commence living your own narrative? Or will it perpetually be affected by what others believe? And then, if their formula is when circumstances are favorable, we are fine. But if external situations deteriorate, we are not. There is a strong possibility it will explode eventually. Conversely, if you are among those who already possess a steady relationship of many years with numerous shared experiences and so forth, then clearly that bond is already solidified and you may encounter your fluctuations. But today, the planet Venus safeguards you. It aids you in persevering. Consequently, the relationship will be fine. If you are unattached, your disposition is not at its zenith currently, and you are under no compulsion to fulfill any part at this point. The magnificent aspect of these transitional and rejuvenating phases is that you experience greater liberty to pursue your desires. Even opting to remain at home, relish your preferred film, and determine whom to message and whom not to answer. That is entirely part of freedom, always with respect and proper etiquette. Naturally, familial connections claim a central role today, and the force speaks of revival and happiness. Previous challenges or misinterpretations could finally be settled, clearing the path for accord. The Two of Cups suggests reconciliations are the reinforcement of ties within your intimate circle. Festivities or assemblies may be significant now, whether minor or major. These instants provide a chance to share delight. Aries, your presence elevates your family who seek you for motivation and inspiration. The star implies healing within family relationships. Ancient wounds might re-emerge only to be alleviated by pardon and empathy. You possess the opportunity to disrupt generational cycles by selecting an alternative reaction. Your impact extends beyond yourself to your entire family lineage. The Wheel of Fortune indicates evolving cycles. A challenging interval at home could be concluding, substituted by chances for development and solidarity. Novel customs, relocations, or modifications in the household might arise, uniting everyone more closely. Children or younger relatives may perform a pivotal part. Their vitality reminds you of purity and hope, attributes that can mend even the most stressed relationships. Welcome their presence and allow their joy to alleviate the strain. In summary, Aries, today you are a stabilizing influence in your family. By personifying patience, optimism, and compassion, you fortify the ties that are most important. Family becomes not solely a fountain of duty, but also a source of deep joy and recovery. Regarding your vitality levels today, your energy is moderate, oscillating between peaks and troughs. As I noted a moment ago, your vigor is quite changeable today. This could be termed a transitional energy appropriate for readying you for instants of change that will agitate matters, which is not inevitably negative. The constructive facet to concentrate on today is that although you will undergo multiple cycles of energy and mood fluctuations, it is optimal to focus on the most favorable moments that propel you toward transformation and attempt to manage the lows. On the adverse side, do not fixate on matters that lack an immediate likelihood of change. It is preferable to concentrate on what you can genuinely alter and what might occur as a consequence of that change. Also, be cautious of the negative influences that are perpetually lurking, prepared to magnify our constraints and hurdles. And for the scholars, with effective organization of your timetable, alerts, prompts, and selecting the appropriate group members, you will not find it overly challenging to succeed in those examinations that might be causing you anxiety currently, but which can be immensely satisfying in terms of your commitment to your education. So, maintain your focus on the goal and continue advancing. And regarding compatibility, today is a marvelous day for you with these 3 signs. First, with Aquarius individuals, you will have an exceptional day, highly enjoyable with a superb sense of humor, a rational approach, patience, reliability, a complete array of magnificent virtues to consider. Second, with Libra individuals, you will have an exceedingly stable day, particularly if you wish to clarify a matter, an issue, or a concept. You will truly harmonize excellently today. And third, with persons of your own sign, you will connect wonderfully due to a sequence of astrological harmonies. If you already harmonize well with individuals of your own sign, today that link is even more powerful. So, it is perfect if you have a matter that requires attention. Dear Aries, this was your reading for Thursday, November 27, 2025. As always, an immense thank you for being here with me. Remember that the aim of our forecasts is to direct you so you can formulate superior and more enlightened choices. If you appreciate these sessions, please press the like button. You can also subscribe and activate notifications so you do not overlook any daily forecasts. I wish for you a day filled with positive manifestations. An enormous embrace for all.